Two police officials in Louisiana are facing second-degree murder charges after they opened fire on a truck and killed a 6-year-old boy. His father is also in severe critical condition as a result of this shooting. The two cops are Norris Greenhouse Jr. and Derek Stanford. It's unclear as to why they opened fire on this truck, but there was some sort of a chase, and as a result, they started to shoot at the car. And the 6-year-old died as a result. So Jeremy Martis, a first grader, was hit by 5 bullets in the head and chest as the officers pursued his father's car. His father was hospitalized with gunshot wounds and was listed in critical condition. It's unclear why officers pursued or why shots were fired, since investigators say there was no outstanding warrants against the father, Chris Few, and that no firearm was found in the vehicle.
We first saw the story at the end of last week. Poor kid, he's precious, as any 6-year-old would be, right? And they say that he was autistic too. He loved everybody and really good heart. Doesn't matter, he's a 6-year-old. I mean, and to see him lying dead like that, it's impossible not to affect you, right? So in the beginning, the cops made up a story, these guys did, in particular. Oh yeah, there was a warrant. It turns out there isn't a warrant. So now, to be fair to the other authorities in this case, they're not protecting these cops. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Can I read you a statement from
yes.
the police colonel? He says, "We took some of the body cam footage. I'm not going to talk about it, but I'm going to tell you this. It's the most disturbing thing I've seen, and I will leave it at that. The little boy was buckled into the front seat of that vehicle, and that is how he died."
Okay. I was worried that they weren't going to take any action here because this is almost always what happens. Oh, yeah, there was a threat. There was a threat. Oh, he was going to get us with a car. Car is a deadly weapon. Right, so there's no weapon in the car, but it doesn't matter how many unarmed people have you seen get shot, and all they do is cover up for them. The female cop in Pennsylvania that just got off last week, she shot a guy twice in the back. He said, he made me do it. I thought he was reaching for something. He was unarmed. It doesn't matter. Reaching for something qualifies. In this case, it's 2 minority officers and a white boy who got killed. So normal rules might be suspended. This is down in Louisiana. All of a sudden, the cops say, no, we're not protecting these guys. And now we got second-degree murder and attempted second-degree murder. Don't get me wrong. I love it. That is what they should face. I wish that other cops would do this likewise in every instance and care about all lives that are lost. But when you see that 6-year-old's picture, as I have, right, I was so worried they weren't going to do anything. But they are doing something. They are going to go get these guys. And then, hey, look, they're going to have their day in court. Go ahead. Prove that you were under some sort of threat, right? But they can almost never prove it. But they often get away with it. Jury goes to officers, 2 cops. Who am I going to believe, you or this dad who was running away? Now, when you kill a 6-year-old, it's a little different. I mean, look, on the other hand, they killed 12-year-old Tamir Rice. Seem to be getting away with that, right?
So, as members of the media, we're placed in a curious situation, a difficult situation, right? I actually don't find it that difficult because I feel like what we're doing is right. But it's important to report these stories, and it's important to hold these authorities accountable because we don't want instances like this to ever happen again in the future. We don't want 6-year-olds to be murdered by police officials like this. But at the same time, it's this type of reporting, it's this type of accountability, it's this type of, surveillance that cops will now use as an excuse for why they're not policing, right? We don't want to police because we're going to get criticized if we police too aggressively. No, be smart, okay? Don't go off and open fire on a truck that has a person that does not have a warrant, that isn't doing anything wrong, doesn't have a weapon. Why are you opening fire on that car, right?
So that gets to the core of this issue. Put aside everything else, race, everything else involved. This is the problem with police training. Who cares? Just shoot. Right? Now, they don't say it in those words. What they say is, don't take any danger with your life. Okay? We want to make sure you all get back home to your family. Other people's family, you got a 6-year-old in the car, that's their problem, not your problem, right? Now, in this case, oops, we did shoot and kill the 6-year-old. This one's going to be hard to cover up. And plus, you got other issues here. So, okay, no, this one was wrong. This one was wrong. And look, they're not even convicted yet. Who knows? Maybe they even get away with it, right? Do not shoot into people's cars if they're not shooting at you. He doesn't have a gun. He's not shooting at you. Don't shoot into them. You don't know who's in the car. You remember here in L.A., they're trying to chase that cop killer, right, a little while back. They start shooting at cars that you resemble this car without looking at who's inside? They shoot two old Asian women when the guy that they're trying to get is a giant black guy. Okay. I don't know. Who cares? Just start shooting. Just start shooting. Don't take any chances with your life, right? No. It is a hard job. You are supposed to take some chances to make sure you don't shoot the wrong people.